Welcome to free awareness classes on Indian Constitution conducted by Tannanallur Educational and Cultural Society through Irinjalakuda Vivekananda Civil Service Academy's YouTube channel every day. This is me, Mahesh Amar. Today, we are going to discuss about Article 44 of Indian Constitution related to Directive Principles of State Policy. According to this article, the state shall strive to implement a uniform civil code throughout the nation. See, we have a common criminal law throughout the nation in the form of IPC, CRPC and Constitution. But in the case of personal laws, different religious groups follow different laws on the basis of their religion, faith and culture. These are mainly with respect to marriage, divorce, inheritance, guardianship, adoption and maintenance. Actually, it was the dream of the makers of the Constitution to insert this provision as a part of fundamental rights. If it is a part of fundamental rights, definitely the state should implement. But later this was added with the DPSP. Why? Because the situation of India was such a turbulent manner due to partition. In many areas, government faced at that time communal riots. So the makers of the Constitution thought it's better to implement this provision in future. But the father of Indian Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, clearly mentioned, if this is not implementing in our Constitution, the concept of right to equality and the secularism will not be fruitful. Even today, none of the government could implement this provision. In other words, we can say none of them were bold enough to implement Article 44. One of the main reasons for it to protect their vote bank. But in 1955, Nehru government took some initiatives. They removed some of the old provisions from Hindu Marriage Act and created Hindu Marriage Act 1955 by adding some more provisions like that Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956, Hindu Succession Act 1956. But later nothing would happen. But in 1978, the Shabana case again made this topic as a hot one. Really, we can say Shabana case became an eye-opener to uniform civil code. What is this case? Let us see. Shabana was a 62-year-old Muslim lady in Madhya Pradesh. She had 5 children. At that time, her husband decided to divorce her. But she approached the court for alimony, maintenance. But her husband was not ready to provide maintenance. He said before the court, according to Muslim personal laws, men shall not give any maintenance to women. If it is necessary, only to give for a period of 3 months. But the court said, you should give her maintenance. Then he approached the High Court. High Court also upheld the lower court's verdict. Moreover, here High Court increased the amount of alimony. Then he approached the Supreme Court. Supreme Court also upheld the verdict of High Court. In the year 1985 April, the famous judgment of Supreme Court asked him to provide the increased amount of maintenance. So Shabana got maintenance. On the basis of this judgment, in the year 1986, Rajiv Gandhi government made an enactment, that was Muslim Women Protection from Divorce Act. On the basis of this act, now it is not possible to Muslim men to divorce their wives without providing alimony or maintenance. They have to pay maintenance rest of her life or till she marry another person. But this was opposed by many Muslim associations, Muslim leaders. Why not? One of the person, today's Kerala Governor Arif Muhammad Khan, who resigned from Rajiv Gandhi ministry to protest this. Later in the year 2019, Parliament enacted the Protection of Muslim Women Marriage Act. On the basis of this act, now Muslim men cannot divorce their wives by saying triple talaq. Triple talaq or mutalaq became unconstitutional one. See, Supreme Court a number of times remembered the governments why this Article 44 remained as a dead letter, but none of the government could do anything. This still exists as a unfulfilled dream of the makers of the Constitution. If our country is upholding equality before law, all are equal, and is saying our country is a secular nation, definitely we have to implement Article 44. For this purpose, first of all, the government should call the leaders from all the religious groups and should make a court from all the religions and should implement uniform civil code as soon as possible. Then our nation will get one nation, one law concept. This is a must in this present situation to solve all of our problems. I think now you could understand Article 44 of Indian Constitution in a clear manner. I am concluding this session. If it is possible, please share this video as far as possible. So thank you very much.